Hey folks, Bob Reese here with the Guides Forecast, giving you the fishing report for Thursday, August 11th. I'll be putting out a print version 2. Not sure if I'll get to the North Coast report tonight, but a little background music in the neighborhood here. Fishing today, as we predicted yesterday, was quite a bit better in the river and in the ocean. The ocean was flat calm today. It was a beautiful ocean. Just knocking the crab report out of the way. We crabbed south of the South Jetty in about 50 foot of water, and 3 traps with salmon carcasses and a shad carcass. Got just 8 keepers. So there were just a few soft shells that were in the mix, but only 8 keepers for 3 pots for a good long soak. So that was somewhat disappointing. As far as the fishing goes, the fish offshore are not close to near shore any longer. We really didn't get into consistent action until we got out to the CR buoy. There was good action in the CR buoy, but I went a little beyond that, quite a bit beyond that, 300 foot. And we had consistent action, but we didn't get out there till about 10 o'clock when most folks know, you've heard me say before, the bite tends to taper pretty dramatically after about 9 or 10, and that's what happened today. Despite the fact these fish haven't clearly been feeding all that heavy with the south wind influence we've had this last several days. But it took us a while to get all our fish. We did catch quite a few wild fish today. We caught some mackerel, which we turned into crab bait for an overnight soak, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Yeah, got 13 coho, mostly west of the CR buoy, but wish I spent more time at the CR buoy, so we'll talk about a little bit more of that in the forecast. The North Ocean, north of the river, was slow. I'm not recommending folks go up there for the time being. Just a couple of boats I know went up there and found pretty poor results. So we're all fishing the south side of the river, CR buoy, and southwest of that. As far as the river goes, another slow bite first thing this morning. A lot of folks that do that crazy early morning start head to the Desdemona light marker to get out of the fast current of the outgoing tide. They found tremendous amounts of grass and no fish for the most part. So just reinforces, my suggestion of a late start if you're going to target river Chinook. The Chinook bite today was definitely better, as we had predicted that as well. There was a few fish on the last part of outgoing tide on the red line from buoy 20 to buoy 14 to buoy 12, as well as from marker 1 and even marker 5 downstream to buoy 11. So a few fish on that last part of outgoing, which is pretty common for Chinook bite. And then the better fishing definitely took place on the incoming tide, with a good bite in front of Hammond about 2 hours after low slack, and a good bite also at the bridge on the Washington side about 3.5 to 4 hours after low slack, so well into the incoming tide. Good bite on the Washington side at the bridge hover. So that bite is picking up. There was some decent action on what we call the humps above the bridge on the Washington side. Hopefully folks know that where that's at. We fished that towards the last part of incoming tide, so that was worth folks' time as well today. I don't think there was much of a bite on the Oregon side on the bridge hover, but overall, definitely a better day of fishing. And I'll put together a forecast for our paid subscribers. Another reminder that you only have a few days left to register for the NSIA Buoy 10 Challenge on August 19th. Go to nsiafishing.org. Support this great organization, and let's get more fish in this river. They're coming. Thanks, everybody. And thanks for your concerns and comments regarding my arm infection. It is not getting worse, so I think that's a good thing. So I appreciate everybody's kind and caring comments, and even the ones that violate the HIPAA Act. So for those that are curious, yes, I am on antibiotics, 40 pills over 10 days, and a shot in the butt. So things are going my way. Take good care.